Hi, Carlos. Good morning.
Hi, teacher. Good morning. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you. Sorry, I was just plugging in and I couldn't find my headset. So how's everything? How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. Um, I I've been very positive this day, which I wish I haven't connect the last day, but I hope to keep connecting every day.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. With the first day, only Clarissa joined the class just for a few minutes. And yesterday we had Emerson and Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. So there were a few things that we covered with them, but we can go ahead and catch up with you. Okay, no worries. We can go ahead and catch up with you. So how's been everything? What about your end of the year, well, Christmas and end of the year celebrations?
I didn't practice my English during the holidays, but I tried to watch some movies or series in English. Um, I tried to talk with my cousin of American.
Okay, I imagine. Yeah, because especially if you didn't have any classmate or anyone who speaks English, then it becomes a little bit more difficult to practice it during the holidays.
Yeah, and the work is very hard these days.
Yeah, I imagine because of the season, right? So did you guys have to
Yeah,
work? Did you have to work after hours or longer shifts during the last days of
we
December?
changed. Yeah, we changed the hours, and in the morning don't work in the nights.
Hmm.
Night.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it makes total sense because at least for sales, I guess that is way higher during December, right?
Yeah.
Mm. So I guess that vacations for December, ADOC? Not at all, right?
No, no. For in my case, no. I have a different vacations of the work.
Mm-hmm. So when do you usually take vacations? In what months or what season of the year?
I like take a vacation in February, um, or June.
Mhm. So probably that is because it's a lower season then during June.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. It makes sense. It makes total sense. But great. So just for you to have a short or a very general idea about the things that we're going to cover, Carlos, in the meantime that the rest joins, we're talking in this unit that we're about to start, unit number 12, about the importance of getting enough rest, right? About the things that we do to relax, your days off, and any other kind of activities that you may do when it comes to, to relaxing, taking some time off. But, to start this conversation with you so you can get involved in all the things that we're talking about, I would like to ask you, so currently from work, what's your schedule and what are your days off?
Yes, she was. What is the meeting scheduled? I don't remember.
A schedule is, for example, if you start work from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., it's an example, then that is your schedule.
Like routine.
Eh, in the case of schedule, it will be like el horario de trabajo, right? That will be your
Yeah, my
schedule. Mhm.
schedule. Yeah. Yeah, I have an idea, but I don't remember what is the meaning schedule.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
go ahead.
schedule. Sorry, teacher. I have idea of a schedule, the word
Mhm.
schedule, but I don't remember the meaning.
Okay, it's okay, no worries. Go ahead.
Um, my day starts at, it depends. When I go to when I go to the office or when I work at home. When I go to the office, I start my day at mm, 6 a.m. I uh, prepare my breakfast, brush my teeth, um, connect uh, connect at 7 for my class, and the rest of the day work in my computer, do uh, uh, well, I prepare my lunch. In the after, connect, finish my work at 4 4 p.m.
Mhm.
Um, later depends the Monday and Tuesday I go to the church, and the other days I work in. Well, I studied the postgrade
A
postgrade
postgrade.
yeah, um connect or my other class or working homeworks or others.
Mhm.
I see the movies. I saw the movies and not different. Depends.
Okay.
Watch TV.
Okay, great. So that's, most likely your routine of the things that you usually do during weekdays. And what about your sleeping habits? So ideally we should sleep 8 hours, right? Talking about, relaxation, activities that we do in our time off. Ideally we should sleep around 8 hours per day. But in your case, how many hours do you calculate that you have for sleep?
Usually, always I sleep at uh, 11
Mm-hmm.
p.m. because I watch series or work in homeworks or and um, tasks of my work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I like sleep with music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's I don't, yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. And now that you mentioned that if you go to bed around 11, around how many hours do you sleep? Is it 5, 6, 7?
Usually or normally I sleep five 5 hours or
Good morning.
6 hours.
Morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Okay, it makes sense. Thank you then. Thanks, Carlos, for sharing. Hey, now we have Abraham here. Hey, Abraham, how's everything?
Hi,
How are you doing this Wednesday morning? Yeah, is it Wednesday? Yeah.
I'm good. I'm fine.
Okay, excellent then. Good to have you here. So just to give you a quick heads up, Abraham, we're talking about, since the topic that we have for this unit is related to health, I mean, to get some rest, and also health advice or health problems that we may have if we do not rest enough. We have started talking about activities that we do, how much time we have for sleep, and so on. Okay, so in your case, Abraham, how many hours do you usually sleep a day?
Okay, and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how many I sleep and to 12 midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight.
Okay, so you go to bed at 12 midnight and you get up at what time? Is it at 5, 6 a.m.?
Uh, 5, no, yes, 5 a.m.
Okay, 5. So that makes it about 5 hours. Yeah, I know it is when you become an adult.
Uh, Correct. Is poco, is a lot time, but I, s- I feel that I can descansar, no me acuerdo cómo se dice.
Rest. Rest.
Breath. I can,
That you
I
can
think that
rest.
I can breath. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, great. Great, that makes sense. But now, before we move on to the next question with Carlos, in your case, Abraham, eh, I mean, sometimes we have time off for ourselves, Saturday, Sunday, or when we get vacations. So, what are some of the activities that you like to do when you do not have to work or study or run any other type of errands and it's just time for yourself? What are some of the things that you do to relax and disconnect from work?
It's complicated
Mm-hmm.
for this work because in my case I disconnect in for 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 13 o'clock, but sometimes I need to respond emails to the night because I work with uh, my suppliers are Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
so I I have a response the emails or response the chats
Mm-hmm.
with the suppliers.
Okay.
Complicated. Este,
So it makes it a little
incluso,
difficult to have, some time off for yourself.
eh, ajá, yes.
O-
Incluso, no me acuerdo cómo se dice, incluso,
Even,
sorry.
even.
Even, even the weekends, I respond to suppliers.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of a busy
Yes,
schedule then.
yes, correct.
Okay, okay, cool. But when you do have the time, planets are aligned and you finally have the time for yourself, what are some of the things that you enjoy doing during your time off? No suppliers, no work, no chats, no emails.
Ideal, so to 6 to 10 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
tonight.
Okay,
6 to 9 to 10 tonight.
okay. And during that time, do you relax, watch movies?
Relax, watch movie, play video games, etc., etc.
Okay, okay, yeah, especially during that time frame. Great, great. Thank you, Abraham. And what about you, Carlos? Planets are aligned, no work today, and
Yeah, Saturdays I like to sleep a lot of. I enjoy going out with my family or with my girlfriend. Saturdays I usually do I can get done during the week, like shoppings or other tasks. On
Mhm.
Sundays I try to rest. I go to the church in the morning. In the afternoon I either play video games or wash my car or go out, anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and good that you mentioned that you go to church on Sundays. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so depending on the activities that we do, there will always be an impact in our body or in our health. So in your
Yeah.
case, Carlos, what do you think that is the direct relation between the activities we do, if we exercise and all that, and the impact that we can have in our health?
Yeah, is the impact in my health is direct. We have stress. I have a lot of stress in the
Mhm.
work. Have um, I feeling uh, have a lot of stress in my body.
Mhm.
I have a headache headache
Headache?
um headache or there's bad uh, to try to relax or uh, other activities to uh, down the rest, the stress. This, uh,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense that some of the activities that you do, you do them to try and lower your stress levels.
yeah,
Okay.
I like play soccer in the week or other activities to disconnect the work.
Hmm. So that part about soccer, I like it. So we completely disconnect. You only think about either scoring or not letting the other team score, and that's it.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you, Carlos. And in your case, Abraham, eh, what is the direct relation if we do not get enough sleep or if we do not rest enough? What is the direct relationship with our health or our body? Do we get more stressed? Do we get sick if we do not rest enough?
Relation. I don't understand the question, sorry.
Ah, okay, no worries. I can repeat. I'll give you an example. If I do not do any exercise a lot,
Ah,
right, and I only
uh,
work, there will be an impact on my body and my health. And the opposite as well. If I do a lot of exercise, a lot of physical activity, also there will be another kind of impact in our health. So what could that impact be if we do not have enough sleep or if we work a lot? What could be the result in our body and our mind as well?
okay. Maybe I do s- hardly ever I do exercise because the time and etc. And don't have the discipline.
The discipline, uh-huh.
Discipline. I don't have the discipline. But I try walk in the walk on my strip.
Mm-hmm.
mm, or I try and visit different place where I can walk or run.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that definitely helps you, relieve the
Mhm.
stress if needed.
That's right.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, great. Yeah, I know that we're talking a lot about different activities that we do because specifically these ones are related to this topic about, common health problems. In your case, Carlos, thank you, Abraham. Let's see, in your case, Carlos, do you usually get sick? Or how many times would you say that you get sick during a calendar year, for example?
Um, no, this I usually am sick, but it's usually when I have very stressful week, my head hurts.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to do other activity to like play video games or play soccer. But when I really have a flu, yeah, it's normally when I sick with flu or others, and they not usual.
Mm-hmm. So it is not that common that you get sick. Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks, Carlos. And in your case, Abraham, when was the last time that you got sick and what was it? Was it any type of headache, flu, or something general?
Usually I don't sick. Maybe every days or morning I wake up to allergics
Mm-hmm.
for the
Allergies. Uh-huh.
uh, but is minimum is poco es poco
Okay, so you do not get
and
sick often.
during 30 minutes or ay, se me fue la palabra, or menos tiempo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, very good then. All right, good. So we're going to start checking a few things. We're going to watch a video right now related to the importance of getting health, and then we're going to discuss it, okay? I'm going to share my screen so we can watch the video, and let's pay attention to the vocabulary and we'll discuss it. I'll ask you a few questions about the video, okay? Let's see, let me know if you can listen to this. Let's see.
It's fall here in New England.
Can you? Okay, great. Let's quickly watch the video and then we'll discuss it.
And that means it's cold season. When you get a cold, what do you do about it? Do you stay in bed? Do you take an aspirin? Or do you just wait for it to go away? Let's find out what some people do for a cold. Hi. We're asking people advice about what they do when they get a cold.
Oh, okay.
So, what should you do when you get a cold?
Well, I think it's a good idea to take vitamin C.
Anything else?
It's usually helpful to drink a lot of coffee.
Coffee. Does that work for you?
Yes, usually it does.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. We'd like your advice.
Sure.
What should you do when you get a cold?
I hate colds. It's really good to drink hot lemon and honey. That always makes me feel better. And that's good for when you have a sore throat too.
Is it a good idea to stay in bed?
Yes. Maybe. I think it's helpful to rest.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi. Can we ask you a question?
But of course.
What should you do when you get a cold?
I never get a cold.
Really?
Yes, because when I feel a cold coming on, I know it's important to eat lots of homemade onion soup.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good idea to eat lots of chocolate, too.
At the same time as the onion soup?
No, after. The onion soup gives you vitamins, and the chocolate gives you energy. That stops the cold virus. Oh, it's a good thing to keep very warm, too. It's not a good idea to hang around on the street.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye!
What should you do when you have a cold?
I have a cold right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, what should you do?
It's a good thing to go home and rest.
Oh, okay.
You should go straight home and eat lots of homemade onion soup.
Okay.
And chocolate, too. Oh, and stay warm.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, go on. Go home.
Get well soon. Oh no, I think I caught his cold. So when you get a cold, it's a good idea to stay warm and get lots of rest. Drink lemon and honey. Take vitamin C. Drink lots of coffee. Eat lots of onion soup. And chocolate. Oh, I feel better already.
Okay, cool guys. Now let's quickly review number one. What was this video about? Let's see, Carlos. Overall, what did you get from the video?
I don't think the chocolate or coffee help to to cold.
Okay.
I
Okay, so for you, that's not a good option to relieve cold with onion soup and chocolate.
no, but the person like the chocolate is better for you. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
when I am sick, I try to stay at home, not go out, take medicine or tea, um, mm, soup. Yeah, it's good. But the chocolate or coffee, no. I don't correct the hot.
Okay, so they are talking about common remedies that people take, right? When they get sick. Okay, good. Thanks, Carlos. Let's see, Abraham. What do you usually drink or eat when you get a cold, for example?
Mm, I usually I usually eat soup, chicken soup or bean soup.
Mm-hmm.
But is I don't know because I like the cold bit, but I don't have or I don't drink any 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 things that give me give me calor hot give me
Uh-huh,
hot
that,
give
that
me
make you feel hot. Okay.
uh-huh, make me give me
Mm-hmm.
feel hot. But I don't drink any drink with hot drink. Sorry. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I don't drink coffee. Don't drink chocolate, hot chocolate or tea. I drink the normal, the normal. For example, soda, uh, juice, or chata, etc.
Okay. Okay. So you do not usually drink hot beverages.
I don't feel the difference.
Okay. Yeah, it really depends. At least what Carlos mentioned or what you mentioned as well about the chicken soup, it makes more sense, right? That if you get sick, probably the chicken soup will give you energy or will probably make you
Yes,
feel better. Mm-hmm.
yes. It's because the hot water helps to the ay, no me acuerdo cómo se. no sé cómo diría esto, the nose, the
Uh-huh,
nose
the
or the
nose. Mm-hmm.
los orificios de la nariz,
Mm-hmm.
helps to the flu, eh, que se pulse fácilmente la, los mocos o el moquillo de la nariz, o alivia
Okay.
la
Mm-hmm.
congestión nasal. Ajá.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it alleviates the when we get sick, this we call it runny nose, okay? Runny
Ajá.
nose. Uh-huh. So it helps alleviate a runny nose. Mm-hmm. And we'll get there, but depending when you were kids, I don't know if you ever used a big Vaporub, if your mom's
Yeah.
rubbed big Vaporub in our chests, right? I remember when I got sick, that's what my mom used to do, and I would always feel better the next morning. It really depends on the common remedies that moms and grandmas used to have. Okay, good. Now I see
Right.
Diana here. Uh-huh.
My
Yeah, go ahead,
my
go ahead.
grandpa say a shot of tequila is good to ride all the cold.
Ah, okay, a shot of tequila. That's a new one. Uh-huh.
Yeah, my grandpa say
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, I've heard that one about the shot of tequila for when you have a runny nose and also when you have a sore throat, right?
Yeah.
Because they say that the alcohol helps clean your throat or or your nose. Uh-huh. So that's a good one too. Probably is not if you go to El Seguro, the doctor would not recommend that one, but it's a home remedy, right? A home remedy. Okay, great. Now I see Diana and Emerson. Hey guys, how's everything going? Good morning.
Good morning.
Great. So just to give you the heads up, we're talking about common remedies, right? If you get a cold or something like that, what are some of the, common remedies that you can go to your kitchen and get? Some of the ones that people use, right? And we watched an introductory video with Carlos and Abraham for these common remedies. So in your case, Diana, what are some of the common remedies that you know that you can get from home? If you get sick, for example, if you get a cold, what are the most common remedies that people use here in El Salvador?
Mm, In my case, for my mom, the how do you say remedio?
Remedy.
For my mom, the remedy for all is té de manzanilla,
Ah, okay.
something like that. When I have flu, that is too common in my case. Uh, té de manzanilla.
Okay. Okay, very good. And by the way, how do we say té de manzanilla in English? Do you guys have any idea?
Chamomile tea. Ito naman.
Yeah, exactly. It is chamomile. I'm going to send it here in the chat.
Chamomile.
Oops, I sent it in capital letters by mistake, but it's called chamomile tea, right? Chamomile tea like this. Hold on, I'm going to delete it because I put it in capital letters and some people consider it yelling. So yeah, it's chamomile tea, right? So yeah, I mean, many people consider tea or any other type of green tea something that will make you feel better. In your case, Emerson, what would you say or consider that is a good remedy besides a chamomile tea or big vaporub or any other thing like that?
Maybe the honey with lemon. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, honey with lemon. That's another thing that helps alleviate your nose or your runny nose. I mean, or your sore throat. I'm sorry. Okay, great then. So let's quickly check. We are going to start in unit number 12. guys. We're going to start in unit number 12. Let me quickly share my screen and we're going to check number 1, the objectives that we have, and also some of the common health problems that most of the people face, right? It's some of the things that are common for us to have, whether we're getting sick, if we're getting tired because we have a lot of work or we study a lot. So these are the most common uh, health problems. Number 1, let's talk about the objectives that we have for this lesson and for this unit. So let's see, Carlos, can you do me a favor and read this part right here that are the 2 objectives that we have for the lesson?
Yeah, state health problems and give advice. Ask for advice and give some suggestions about health products.
Okay, so once again, health problems and give advice about what other people should do, right? If they get sick, if you have a backache or any other common problem, about what you could do to feel better. And also we'll go ahead and check about we can ask for advice or suggestions about health product. Nowadays, there are a lot of different health products that you can go to a store, drugstore, supermarket, or any corner store and you're gonna get them for sure, right? Like Big Vaporub or any other pill, we usually get them right away. Okay, so here we have some of the most common health problems that we have. But in order to do this, we're gonna have a short activity in breakout rooms, okay, in pairs. But I see that we're about to get disconnected. I'm going to close the class and reopen it. And as soon as we resume the class, then we're going to check the common health problems and we'll discuss about the times that you have been sick, any type of health issues that you might have had recently, and around how many times per year you go to the doctor, okay? But for now, I'm just going to close the class and in about a minute or so, please rejoin so we continue and we do not get disconnected in the middle of the conversation. Okay, got it? Cool. Let me close it and I'll see you in about a minute. Thank you guys. Closing right now.